What's up, ATG fam? We just did a free session from ATG Essentials. Special guest, Anthony Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
How was it?
Man, it was definitely something different. I've never done anything like that before, and we were just talking about how I've been going nonstop with the stuff I'm doing on the court. Got sore, and coming into it, started off sore and warmed me up, and that was just something fast that we did. So just knowing the potential if I just continue to do it.
It's a good investment in your body. Helps
For
you
sure.
get out of pain, but you still get a workout. So exactly what we did is we did 3 things. That's how ATG Essentials works, and it always starts with backwards. So we used a hill. Someone could use a sled. Someone could use a treadmill not turned on, but a hill is really nice. We can walk up the hill, jog up the hill, run up the hill. This guy beat me backward up the hill. So if you know how seriously I take backwards, that's a very important learning point. He's better than me backwards. And have you seen him jump? Throw some visuals up. It's unbelievable.
He took it easy on me.
No, he's that good of an athlete. And look at his strength that he has. A lot of professional dunkers don't have the muscle mass to be like professional basketball or football players. He actually has the muscle mass to be a professional athlete, and he still is able to jump at that level and beat me backward up the hill. So that says a lot. So that was number 1, we did backward, right? Then we came down, 20 tibialis raises. That's a staple from our program in Zero. We also do that in ATG Essentials. And then the third thing we did was Patrick Step Up, also a staple from both programs. I only advise that with load, not more than once a week. So we were doing it with kettlebells. It turned into like a really hard workout, but you can do that body weight. Alyssa even showed how you can do assisted. You can even start on flat ground. And same with the tibialis raise. How far you stand determines the difficulty. There's even bars. So people who actually struggle to walk could use these tibialis bars and start with 1 pound, then 2 pound. So everything we did is in the family of rehab. We turned it into a real workout to get more athletic. But now that we got that out of the way, what I really want to talk to you about is his own story. Let's start by looking at the knee.
Oh man, let's do it.
And tell us about what happened.
Oh man, so this is my knee. Got 2 scars, 2 different surgeries.
Looks straight on.
Wow.
You know, and it has,
This
like,
does not, I don't think this has ever happened in the world that someone has achieved the level he has after that.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically, well, you want me to get into the story, right?
I mean, you could give your backstory.
Yeah. Okay. Well, long story
I'll
short.
guide you along.
Yeah, I played high school basketball. I played on varsity basketball for 2 years. But before playing varsity basketball, I've always had little knee problems. Always carried around a little knee brace. You never had an injury. Never been injured, broken anything, etc. So it was one summer where it was varsity tryouts going into the summer league for the next year, which I was going to be a sophomore. I went up for a dunk off of one leg, off of that leg that I had the knee brace on. I just felt a pop.
Oh boy.
I didn't know what was going on because I've never been injured, you know? So in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm going to just get up, tried to get up. I just like fell out, like, okay. I was in shock at that point, so I was numb by that time.
Oh my God.
Get to the hospital, they're like, yeah, you fractured your tibia, dislocated your patella. We need to get you into surgery. So they put 4 screws in my knee, sent me off for recovery. 4 months later, I got cleared, and I did it again. And
Oh
this
my
time,
gosh.
it was a compound fracture. So bone was out of my skin, bleeding out, busted the screws, and they had to go in and redo it, and I was out my whole sophomore year. But fast
Now-
forward, yeah.
At some point after that,
Mhm.
even after all that, you said, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, and
Like,
they told
were
me,
you
like,
scared?
I was terrified, but that's where I built some of my mental strength that's helped me today to everything that I'm doing, because the doctor had told me, like, look, if you take this chance again, it's over with. Like, all it takes is one more. Like, you
Oh
can
my gosh.
you can fracture your growth plate, like, you can, amputation is an option, like, all
Holy crap.
all those things. So he just told me, like, if you want to do this, it's very possible that can happen again, but you do what you do with that information. You're your
Wow.
own person. So
Wow.
yeah, took that and ran with it, and just my goal was to be a world-class athlete. So
And
I
that's
studied
exactly
myself.
what you've done.
Yeah, appreciate
He's
it.
sponsored by Sports Illustrated now.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
He's achieved so many things that most of us could only dream of. And where are you trying to go from it here?
Oh man, like I said, like we were talking about in the middle of our workout, I'm just trying to inspire kids, inspire people. Doesn't matter really the age. I just want people to know that, like, if you're going through any type of injury, specifically knees are like one of the biggest injuries you can have in sports.
Yeah,
if you're going through
particularly
those,
basketball.
Yeah, if you're going through those type of injuries, it's possible to come back and exceed expectation, because everybody's always going to put a limit on you. It's up to you to exceed that.
What
So,
would you have
Wow.
done if you just gave up on sports?
Oh man, I don't know, cause that was a time I was like 12,
Oh
13
my God,
at that
wow.
point. So I was still trying to find myself. Like it was my first year trying varsity basketball.
Whoa.
You know, so at that point I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was just NBA. I want to go to NBA, play basketball. Like that was
Yeah.
my dream. Watching Kobe Bryant,
Yep.
growing up and stuff like that. That was so I really don't know. You
Wow.
know, but I chose that path to keep going. And I just stayed level-headed, and I had tunnel vision with that path, and now I'm where I am, still trying to excel.
Well,
I think you're going to inspire so many people, not even that have knee problems, but
Yeah.
just any problems, because
Yeah.
that, I don't know what I would have done with that information to possibly be amputated. Like, that's a tough decision to decide either way. And the fact that you did it and were able to persevere and not have to have those negative consequences is incredible.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and what I would say is, my number one rule of life probably is that the things we go through, in whatever way, shape, or form,
Yeah.
to use that as our way of helping other people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what was a negative for him made him now one of the most mentally strong people in the world.
Yeah.
That now he's setting and achieving all kinds of goals that are way beyond what most people would even dream of,
So
and
true.
inspiring other people. So Anthony Hamilton on Instagram, where do you want us to find you? Where's your best content?
Oh
Where do
man,
we dig in?
I posted everywhere, but
Good,
Anthony
good.
Hamilton
It's
Jr.
everywhere. Instagram,
Yeah, Instagram,
TikTok.
everything is Hamilton Jr. The
Oh,
O is a
Hamilton
zero.
Jr.
Yeah, the O is a zero. And
The O is
Hamilton
a zero.
Jr.
Okay.
Catch that.
And YouTube is Anthony Hamilton Jr. Everything's the same. It's easy to find me, but
Awesome.
yeah, it was a pleasure to be here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
much.
Sir, thank
Fir-
you.
First,
Love you
and
guys.
no doubt, we're gonna come back with more stuff together to help you.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, sir.